him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. You're confident.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Finding room inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the deep.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 2nd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And with flags down, he's up near the 40, but it looks like this one might be coming back. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. off the play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will stop right around the 25. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
They go play action here on first down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Jackson eluding the pressure right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in, complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 94 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point safely through, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. How about that? Their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. the goal line, especially on two-point tries. Sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. On the move to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. And you know, you don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion. but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They run the counter. Dobbins, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 16.
Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 58 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Right back to Dobbins on first. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. To throw is Jackson, rolling to his right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from the 20.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit.
And they're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Past the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot. How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run the counter. Dobbins, and he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 35. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 35 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the keeper. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings on the 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right.
Finding Hardman.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore.